Hello everyone, so good morning and for the presentation of the POC of Universal Studio. So this is where we position the LiDAR actually, so we are tracking all the people flow from the entrance that is about here of Universal Studio. To the intersection between the main boulevard and the parade. Here is the plaza, and you can see in this case we can zoom in, zoom out, but this is the real stream of the LiDAR, and we can see the flow in real time, and each single person is tracked with a single ID. Then all this data flow into our platform. You can see here in the real-time visualization that we can track each single person through their path in real time, and you can see the occupancy in real time as well. Based on the definition of the queue line, we have the queue representation in real time, so many people are in line, which is the estimated waiting time for the event, for the attraction, and which are the trends across different hour of the day. As well, we can have the real-time occupancy of a different area within the park. In this case, we have 12 people in Parade Road, 7 people entrance of Boulevard, and then is the trend today, and as well for the entire attraction of uh, of the park. In this platform, we have a complete overview of what is happening in the area that we have already highlighted here. The main entrance boulevard, the parade route, the plaza, and all the retail and the attraction that are around this main road. So we have defined this in the administration panel. And here you can see that you can have all the information about the number of visits and the cumulative dwell time, but in general, we can use a lot of metrics. We have plenty of metrics that we can represent, like the time spent, the average time spent, the average time spent per single tracks, the average time, the engagement time. That means bigger time spent. So if the time spent is more than 15 seconds, then we have dwell time, dwell unique time, dwell per visit, dwell rate, dwell share, the engagement between the associate and the visitor, and so it's a lot of information that we and KPIs that we can provide to your management team. The percent at rhyme at rest, the percent of time in motion. Here you can see that people tend to rest a lot, maybe in minion retail, outside minion retail, and of course in parade route, and of course in plaza. So a part of this representation, we can have a multiple representation of what is happening. We can select data range, we can say 7 days, and we can add different metrics in order to compare them one each other. Yeah, we can see in this case the average time spent and the number of visits in different zones of the park. Um, yeah, we can select, of course, different location. Um, as well, we have the representation of the funnel. The funnel means how the plays are converting in terms of different metrics that we use. Specifically, if we take, we start from the entrance boulevard, we start easy, like the number of visits, and then I say out of 1,000 people that enter, 100 people that enter from entrance boulevard, how many go in the Minion Mart, and then how many go in the plaza. You can see here how is distributed the funnel, and then how many go in the parade route. You can see, okay, in this case it's 0 because they don't go in plaza, maybe they go directly in the parade road. And I can change, of course, If I change here, I type right route after the minions, I can see which is the funnel, and then as well I can compare this funnel with other metrics. Let's say doesn't. Okay, I can compare. I set last 7 days. I can say with the yesterday, and here we are. I can see the last 7 days compared with yesterday. This is what is happening. So in terms of funnel comparison. Um, After the funnel, of course, I have the heat map that represent is a good way to represent how the people distribute. Let's say, let's take the number of visit here. That range apply. Let's say the last 7 days, and we set the metrics, visit, at the walkway, comparison. Okay, I can see what is happening in the last 7 days in terms of the number of visits. As you can see, is a lot of people on Thursday and on Friday between 5 and 6, and I can do the same comparison with if there is a specific day that is particularly hot. Well, yesterday I can see, I mean, that I can make another comparison between the number of visits in the last week and the number of visits in this specific day. For each single tracks, basically, what we can do is track and record each visit. As you can see, we record each visit, entering in the attraction park in the area of interest that we define. And for each visit, we have the average time across the path, so 32 seconds for the ID number 351. Of course, it doesn't make too much sense statistically, but if we aggregate this data, we can start to make some cluster analysis out of this related on the behavior. Another interesting representation is related to the how people distribute through the attraction. So out of 76,000 people in the boulevard, they come from, most of them comes of course from the boulevard itself, but from MediaMart it's 15%, and then they go again in the boulevard maybe, and then they go in Minion Mart 14%, and then from Minion Mart they go in the Entrance Boulevard, or and then from Entrance Boulevard as well they go in Minion Retail, and yeah, this is a interesting way of represent. It's like a Sankey chart, how people move through the space in interesting diagram view. Um, Another representation that we have is about the journey. Of course, if I select date time, I put uh, I take the last, okay, 31st, so the times. In this way, we can see, we can record the tracks. As you can see, I can have all the tracks that we recorded, and they are represented into the maps as well. Is not relevant statistically, but if I consolidate all this data in a proper way, I can see if there are some chokes area, or as well if there are some area not visited, and I can discriminate associated by the visitors. I can make a lot, tons of analysis out of here. And then we have, of course, the statistic analysis about, in this case, I can select the queue, the waiting times, all about the traction, and if there are some specific peak hours I can detect. Yeah, this is mostly the representation of the data we're getting today for the POC Universal Studios. Thank you so much.